Hey guys, so we've actually been on vacation for a little bit. It's hard because I can't notify you before we go, just for security reasons. If people know where we live, then they know we're not home. And even though we've got someone watching the house and here every day, just better be safe than sorry, right? So anyway, we've been gone for 11 days. We're home now, and I'm actually planting some of the stuff that I bought on our vacation. We were in Hawaii on Oahu. We had a great time. I'll actually put some highlights at the end of this video for those of you who would like to see those, and just something for our family to remember the trip by. So these are actually tea plants or cordyline. I've got 6 of the red ones, 6 of the green ones, and 6 kind of multicolor ones. I've actually got one variety growing right here. And so basically what those are is they're just branch cuttings. You can see this one has sprouts on it already. But you lay them about halfway submerged in water, and they will start to grow roots. And once they do, then you can transfer them to potting soil. And then, of course, they'll each grow their own plant. Other than these, and I'm going to put a humidity dome over them as well, but other than these, I actually took some cuttings while I was there. Nothing like getting free plants in Hawaii. And that's legal. Well, it's legal to bring them home. And I didn't pick them out of anybody's yard. I took them off of public streets. So whether that's legal or not, I don't know. I actually bought some red ginger too. And so I've got some of those here and some tropical spider lilies. But then these are cuttings that I took of different plants there. This is beach naupaka. I don't remember what these were called. I'll put pictures up. And these ones, I don't know what they are. They almost remind me of poinsettia leaves, but they're multicolor. They're green, white, and red with big round leaves. I'll put a picture up right here of those, and if anyone knows what those are, please let me know. But anyway, I'm hoping at least a few of these cuttings will work. So I can't say that the entire trip was stress-free. In fact, we had stress from day one. And that stress came from here. And my dad was taking care of the house. So the first day we left early, and so he was going to come over here early that day and just check on things. And so we got to Hawaii, I think, around noon Hawaii time, 3 o'clock here. So we'd only been gone, half the day. And Bella was out on the street where the cars are. Now, the furthest Bella has ever gone out of the property is out one of the gates. If we were out there, she'd come just right there on the drive that comes up to our house. Never further. We actually have accidentally left the gates open a couple of times overnight, and she never left. Or if she did, she was back the next morning. So it was just never an issue, never something I thought about. So to hear that she was down on the main street was shocking to me. And what was even more shocking is he brought her back in, put her in the pasture, which is where she was. And in no time, he was down feeding Daisy. He saw her down on the street again. So even when he was here, who she loves and would, you'd think, want to spend time with him, she was down on the street. So I didn't know what to make of it. I said, is she in heat? Does she show any signs of being in heat? That's the only thing I could think of. And no, she didn't. And she still doesn't. But over the time that we were gone, every single day she got out. And he spent so much time over here. Now, mind you, he's in his early 80s, right? Fortunately, in decent shape. And so and it was hot when we were gone. It was hot in the 90s. And so he was over here trying to mend fences and look all the way around the perimeter to see where she could possibly be getting out. One of the places he found was right here. This wire had been pushed out. This is the pasture fence, and she had pushed her way out from under here. So he put these trash cans here. That didn't work. She was getting out somewhere else. And as far as getting out of the property, so the only place he could find that was a possibility for her to be leaving the property was up here at the second gate. She could get through here. She never has tried before, but she is getting through some small places we're finding. So he just kind of Mickey Moused this in hopes that that would dissuade her. Well, it didn't. What ended up happening, Joel came over to help my dad. And they set up the kennel that we had her in when we first got her, and that we had the lambs in when we got them. The problem is it was so hot. And so our neighbor that lives over here, he offered very kindly to keep Bella in his front yard during the day and then bring her back and put her in the kennel at night with the help of my dad. And so that was pretty much, I don't even know how many days that was, probably a week, maybe a little less than a week. But at least that gave me the peace of mind knowing that she wasn't going to get away again or get out and possibly get hit by a car or something. So when we got home, we realized that she learned that she could push that welded wire fence at any point in the whole property. She could, along the whole pasture fence here, she could just push her way underneath. She learned she could do it, enjoyed doing it. I talked to her breeder, and she said she probably knew you guys were gone, tried to get out to look for you, realized she could do it, and then realized there was a whole new world out there. So that let her out of the pasture into the property. Then all she had to do, that wire fence all the way at the other side that me and my dad put in several months ago, just about the whole length of it she could push under just the way she did the pasture fence. So that's how she was getting out, maybe or maybe not the main gate. While we are remedying the problem, we moved Bella and her kennel down here where it's shady, most of the day. Hello. Yeah, you're a troublemaker. Yes, you are. So I take her out on the leash several times a day, get some exercise, do her business. So the remedy for this is a 2 or 3 prong approach. The first thing I'm going to do is fix the pasture fence so that she can't get out of the pasture. Hopefully. What we're going to do is we are going to take wood. I've got 2x4s, I've got 2x6s and 2x8s. And we're going to put them along the entire bottom on this side so she can't push the wire out. And the reason I got 2x6s and even a 2x8 is because down here I want to build it up a little bit so that I can kind of push some of this dirt down and level a path out here. That's the only reason there. So with that being done, just a minute. With that being done, she hopefully will not be able to get out of the pasture. We did not see that she got out of chain link, any of the chain link all the way around the perimeter. There's a tension cord at the bottom, tension cable, whatever it is. And so unless she dug under it, she wouldn't get out. Now, that's all great if we're going to keep her in the pasture. But I don't want to have to keep her in the pasture all the time. And so the far fence that goes way over there, we're going to have to do something there. So, interestingly enough, day before yesterday, I was down at the corral and a guy drove by in a truck, stopped, backed up, and said, I do chain link with used materials. Do you have any fencing for me to do? Seriously, this just happened. Like, how did he know that I needed him? And his last name was Emilie's maiden name, which is even weirder. But so he came up, did some measurements, and he's supposed to give me a price later today. So hopefully it's something that I will want to pay. And that way we would have chain link then completely encircling the property. Now there always is a chance with chain link or with anything that she will learn she can dig underneath. She's a good digger. I've showed you some of the caves she's dug. She's never dug under a fence, but there's always a first time, as I found out this time. Oh, by the way, the guy that's going to do this is actually going to reuse the fence that is here in the wrong place. So he'll be moving that over and using that and adding some more of his own. So anyway, then to fix the entire perimeter to make it kind of a double duty security is we're going to get one of those radio frequency lines that goes all the way around the property. You just zip tie it to the fence. And then she wears a collar that is connected with the radio frequency. And so when she gets near the fence, it'll either beep or vibrate, it can shock, but we won't have that setting. And I know when we've used the beep shock collar before and I've just had it on beep, that's really been effective with her. She was fine with the beep. Not fine with it. She respected the beep. I didn't have to go to vibrate or to zap. 2 to 3 prong approach will hopefully fix this issue. It's frustrating. It's frustrating and it's scary, you know? Even if I had to resort to the zap on the collar, I'm just letting you know right now, I'd rather zap her a few times and teach her than to have her go down on the street and get hit by a car. I will not make apologies for that. I know some people are just against zap collars whatsoever, but when you consider the alternative, I'm okay with it if needed, but she hasn't shown that she would need that. So anyway, it was a great trip. We're excited to be home because we've got a lot of exciting projects lined up and we've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got preserving to do. We've got building projects to do. We've got gardens to make, gardens to plant. Just a ton of good stuff to keep us all entertained for a while. So again, thanks for being patient with us. And I will see you next time. I'm going to put in a whole segment here of our Hawaii trip. I'll see you guys next time. I'm in the weirdest inner tube right now. It's a flamingo and it's got legs.